A girl, living with a secret, bound by duty, working to taste freedom. A prince, searching for answers, unprepared to rule his kingdom, or fall in love. A beauty, reigning with an iron fist, willing to do anything to rule Earth. Cinder, the epic first novel in the Lunar Chronicles.
The protagonist in this week's pick isn't a guy or a girl, isn't straight or gay, isn't any particular race or culture or religion. That's because every day the protagonist, known as A, ends up in a new body. In Freaky Friday fashion, A is in possession of a new body, but not just on this morning. Yesterday and tomorrow and every day of the past and future too. See, every day A gets to live the life of a new host, girls and boys of different racial and sexual and cultural persuasions. Which is a little weird for A, of course. A may not have a body, but A has A's own thoughts and feelings, even personal preferences. Still, the body switching thing has never been that big of a deal, it's just been A's life, until A meets Rhiannon. You might call every day a love story, especially given that romance is what gets this story going and the engine that keeps it running. And while the romance is fun and heartbreaking and even suspenseful, it's not really what every day is about. I'll leave you to fashion your own conclusions on what it is about with A as your guide. I will say that this book will leave you thinking about identity in profound new ways, and it's a story you definitely shouldn't miss.
There. You ready for bed now?
No. Tell me a story.
You want to hear about the children? Okay. Once upon a time, on an island, on the other side of the world, there lived some very peculiar children. They all lived together in a big old house. It was an enchanted place where no one could find them. And the sun shone every day. They were so happy.
What were they like?
They were not like other people. They could do amazing things.
Like what?
Well, let's see here. There was a little boy who you couldn't see at all unless he was wearing clothes. And another one who could hold fire in her bare hands as if it was nothing. There was a pair of sisters who could talk to each other without ever saying a word. And a girl who could walk without her feet even touching the ground. She was so light, they had to tie a string around her middle to keep her from floating away. And they were all watched over by a wise old bird.
Did they have to stay there?
Yes, they did. Because they were hiding.
Hiding from what? Grandpa, when will you tell me the rest?
One day. One day.
This is Will Grayson, just your average high school guy. The majority of the time, Will feels like a lame sidekick to the flamboyantly gay, massive, football-playing, drama-loving Tiny Cooper. Talk about an ironic nickname. As if being in high school wasn't hard enough, Will is trying to deal with Tiny's newest ex-boyfriend drama and attempting to follow two simple rules. Number 1, shut up, and number 2, don't care too much. By following this philosophy, Will has managed to just coast through high school socially, not to mention not get any dates. I'm Jane. I met Will through Tiny's gay-straight alliance. Will and I's friendship is pretty platonic, minus the love poetry and song lyrics we slip into each other's lockers every day. We both are obsessed with this band called Neutral Milk Hotel and decide to venture out to downtown Chicago for a 21 and up concert. Here, Will meets another kid named Will Grayson. Freaky, huh? He's the same age as Will, but despite this, they don't have a lot in common. Just his luck, this other Will Grayson is also gay and hopeless romantic. Sound familiar? Although the two Will Graysons don't have much in common, their lives become intertwined, creating a domino effect. On this cold night in Chicago, new friendships, enemies, and love interests are formed, changing the 4 of our lives forever.